One of the first steps to helping people out of homelessness is getting them a steady job. But what about the thousands of homeless Californians who are already working? Pinning down exactly how many Californians are working while homeless is not easy. Many try to hide it. But recent estimates suggest that it's not uncommon. A 2017 survey of the homeless population in San Francisco found 13% of respondents reporting part or full-time employment. That's in a city with an estimated 7,499 people experiencing homelessness. This year, an estimated 10% of the 4,990 people living unsheltered in San Diego said they were currently working. Los Angeles County has more than 50,000 residents who are homeless. 8% of adults surveyed in 2017 said they were working to some degree, mostly in part-time, seasonal, or temporary work. Among homeless adults with children, 27% said they were working either part or full-time. You don't have a place to go. That includes parents like Nora, a single mother of two young daughters who works full-time at a Los Angeles optometrist's office. "I do pre-testing," said Nora, who asked that her last name not be used in this story. "I take measurements of patients' eyes. After that, the doctor sees them." Nora hasn't told her boss that she doesn't have a stable place to live. She said she would be embarrassed, and she wonders if she would be treated differently. "I don't want him to have a different view of me and to think that it is going to affect my work life," she said. 6 days a week, she finishes her shift with a few appointment reminder calls. Then she turns off the display lights in the eyeglass cases. She sets the alarm, locks the doors, and walks out to her car. Some weeks, that's where she spends the night. "There's been several times where I just slept in my car," she said. "I parked close to the gym because that's where I get ready in the mornings." Nora moved to the Los Angeles area almost a year ago. She's been able to rent rooms for a few months here and there. Lately, she's been staying with a friend. Someone has always been willing to let her kids spend the night, but she never thought finding a place of her own would be this hard. She admits her credit score is bad. Between car payments, gas, and childcare costs, Nora hasn't been able to save for a security deposit, plus first and last month's rent. At $17 an hour, she earns more than minimum wage. But even if she did manage to find an apartment, the city's median rent for a two-bedroom, estimated at $1,752 by listings website Apartment List, would claim more than half of her income. You have to really focus on work when you're at work and try to put on a face that everything's okay, Nora said. Once you're done, you break down because you don't have a place to go. Homeless employees lack legal protections at work. Workers have protections on the job when it comes to factors like race and gender. But Jessica Bartholow, a policy advocate with the Western Center on Law and Poverty, said, "There are no laws in California that protect you from being discriminated against based on your housing status." Bartholow was one of the advocates pushing for a 2012 California bill that would have banned discrimination against homeless employees. Had it passed, California would have joined Rhode Island in defining homelessness as a protected class in the workplace. The bill faced opposition from groups like the California Chamber of Commerce, and it died in committee. Bartholow looks at California's housing crisis today and wonders why legislators haven't reconsidered it. If we know that income is one of the best ways out of poverty, why wouldn't it be a best policy practice to make sure that people who are homeless and working are not at risk of losing their jobs or having reduced hours? She asked. Some employers have succeeded at helping their workers pull themselves out of homelessness. "We don't have the solution of being able to solve everything with money," said Kim Wired, CEO of the Northeast Valley Health Corporation. "We're not a food bank, and we're not a housing organization, but we can certainly help make those connections," she said. Wired's organization provides health services to people who are low income or homeless. It already has strong connections with the Los Angeles Homeless Support System. So when one or more of her own employees have fallen into homelessness, Wired said those connections were a huge help. Calls to a group that provides housing for homeless families, LA Family Housing, recently helped one employee and her family get back on their feet. Wired's advice to other employers worried about homelessness in their workforce is to know who to call for help. "I think that it may take a little bit of digging to put a homeless resource list together for your staff," she said. but those resources are there. Of course, for that approach to work, employees would need to feel comfortable telling their bosses about their situation. Nora, the optometrist assistant, said her employer treats her well and pays her fairly. But she said when she looks for housing assistance, she feels people's image of homelessness works against her. She describes herself as a soccer mom, and she looks the part. I've gotten comments like, "Sorry, but if I looked at you, I wouldn't assume that you're homeless," Nora said. Do I have to have ripped clothes? Dirty clothes? I have a job, so I can't come to work unpresentable or unprofessional. Nora is not sure how long her current housing situation at a friend's place will last. Her biggest fear is that she'll end up back in her car, but this time with her kids in the back seat. The complex reality of employed but homeless individuals. The story of Nora is just one example of the complex reality faced by individuals who are employed but homeless. Despite working diligently and contributing to the economy, they struggle to secure stable housing due to various barriers and challenges. One significant issue faced by homeless employees is a lack of legal protections at work. While laws exist to protect workers from discrimination based on factors like race and gender, there are no specific laws in California that protect individuals from discrimination based on their housing status. This means that homeless employees may face additional hurdles and biases in the workplace, making their situation even more precarious. Jessica Bartholow, a policy advocate with the Western Center on Law and Poverty, has been advocating for legislation that would ban discrimination against homeless employees. However, such efforts have faced opposition and have not been successful thus far. Bartholow highlights the importance of ensuring that individuals who are homeless and working are not at risk of losing their jobs or facing reduced hours, emphasizing the role of income as a pathway out of poverty. Despite the challenges, some employers have taken proactive steps to support their employees who are experiencing homelessness. Organizations like the Northeast Valley Health Corporation in Los Angeles have recognized the need for assistance beyond monetary solutions. While they may not be able to directly provide housing, they have established strong connections with homeless support systems and organizations that specialize in housing assistance. By leveraging these connections, they have been able to help their employees access the resources they need to regain stability and overcome homelessness. Kim Wired, the CEO of the Northeast Valley Health Corporation, emphasizes the importance of employers knowing who to reach out to for help. While it may require some research and effort to compile a comprehensive homeless resource list for employees, the available resources can make a significant difference in the lives of those in need. However, for these employer-driven initiatives to be effective, it is crucial that employees feel comfortable disclosing their housing situations to their employers. Nora's story highlights the societal stigma and misconceptions surrounding homelessness. Despite her job and professional appearance, she has encountered judgment and skepticism when seeking housing assistance. Addressing the negative perceptions associated with homelessness is necessary to create an environment where employees can openly discuss their challenges without fear of discrimination or judgment. The challenges faced by individuals like Nora and the employed homeless population highlight the need for comprehensive solutions. Addressing the root causes of homelessness, such as a lack of affordable housing, low wages, and systemic inequalities, is crucial. Policy changes that protect homeless individuals in the workplace and provide adequate support systems are essential to break the cycle of homelessness for those who are employed. Additionally, collaboration between employers, service providers, and community organizations is key to implementing effective strategies. Employers can play a vital role in connecting their employees with existing resources and advocating for policies that protect the rights and well-being of homeless individuals in the workforce. Ultimately, the goal should be to create an inclusive society where employment is not just a means of survival, but a pathway to stability and upward mobility. By recognizing the unique challenges faced by the employed homeless population and working collectively to address them, we can strive for a society where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. In conclusion, the plight of individuals who are employed but homeless highlights the gaps and shortcomings in our social and economic systems. The statistics and personal stories shed light on the reality that securing a job is not always enough to escape homelessness. The complex interplay of low wages, high housing costs, and systemic barriers exacerbates the challenges faced by the employed homeless population. To make a meaningful impact, It is essential to tackle the underlying causes of homelessness, provide legal protections for homeless employees, and promote employer-driven initiatives that facilitate access to housing resources. Only through comprehensive and collaborative efforts can we create a society that ensures the dignity, stability, and well-being of all its members, regardless of their housing status. Make sure to tap that follow and subscribe button to stay connected with our channel, where we delve into captivating topics and address pressing societal issues, fostering a deeper understanding and paving the way for a brighter future. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.